Suck my balls, bitch. Cussing and beats is the shit. Right?
Yes, you did. Were we allowed to curse? Were we allowed to curse?
You are now.
All right.
This is that interesting side of the table. These motherfuckers over there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep that short. But I was thinking about the Google eyewear. Is that going to change the pornographic POV?
Oh.
Sure it will.
See? Just thinking that shit.
Probably already have.
I know. Right? My name is Schoolie D, sometimes 2 L's, sometimes 1. I've worked with a lot of cats who inspired me. I worked with Lemmy from Motorhead, Fishbone. I've done stuff for HBO, Canal Poo, Cartoon Network. 75 different artists sampled me, from Susie and the Banshees to Eminem to Biggie, through technology. And I guess it's like I kept changing this shit, I think with technology, our brains is faster than these fucking computers. So I'll just tell you what mine is. Technology plus music equals change is a coming, motherfuckers. Because always the fuck is, or I'm rich bitch, or what the fuck just happened. Or you better catch the fuck up, niggas. And I say all this because they got all those different answers, because it's like, because things happen. I've been over three decades of doing this professionally, and every time I do something like that, I gotta think about, like, my first record came out in 1982. I gotta think about it, because I usually normally don't think about shit like that. Well, example one is in the 70s. How many funk bands was it? It's like a million motherfucking funk bands, right? How many funk bands do we know? 4 or 5. You know, like Bootsy, George Clinton, Rick James, and Cameo. And I heard this story, and this is when this shit changed. I remember when this shit changed. One day, George Clinton, they got so fucked up the night before that the bass player couldn't play bass when he didn't show up. And Bootsy plays bass, but he wanted to play drums. So Bernie Worrell said, fuck that shit. I'm gonna grab my keyboard. And like a keyboard and play bass. And all of a sudden it was dun 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 dun. Flashlight. Everybody knows Flashlight, right? That shit changed technology, changed everything. They said we don't need a motherfucking bass player. And all of a sudden I remember they had this cheap store. They were on 2020. And they were doing like all these things with these machines, because before that on Westbound, they were just like a huge 85-piece band. Then George got it down to like a 12-piece band because it used technology. That's how he fucking survived. And then like Cameo, they was doing Cameosis, they said, fuck that shit. Kick the drummer out, and we're gonna use the drum machine. And what did? They did Word Up. These guys, they survived with technology. And now all those other funk, they're great. I fucking go to Spotify and all that shit, and I download. I have all my goddamn records. And I know they do, like, it's a thing. These guys are classic. It's classic and old. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys, like maybe Earth, Wind and Fire. Maybe they skated just a little bit, but they kind of but kids still go see George Clinton, right or wrong. They still go see Bootsy because they made that transformation. Then another one happened in the 80s, where it's like you had like, remember, I don't know, you guys weren't even fucking born, but you had like 80 million fucking Prince bands. I swear to God, every fucking week. Prince had fucking 50 of them. You know what I'm saying? But how many bands survived that? Fucking one, Prince. And you know why Prince survived? He fucking fired his band, went and brought like all these fucking drum machines, hired the new power generation, you know, all of a sudden, wow, all of a sudden, he's the man, but fucking ever, right? He's the man forever. But know what he did? Know what he did recently? There were all the fucking drum machines, and we hired his old band. Then is shit from like me, like not only just like growing up in music, because I was in a band. I played guitar when I was 7, so it's like, oh, I just understood and studied music. A thing called punk rock. You had like 1 million of those motherfuckers. How many motherfuckers survived? 1, Blondie. And you know why Blondie survived? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Blondie did one thing that none of those motherfuckers did. She fucking put a rap in one of these. Rapture. I swear to God, motherfuckers, these goddamn British motherfuckers, they were jumping on the roof, they were stabbing themselves with fucking heroin, they was committing suicide. They went to torch that bitch. But you know what? She survived because she said, you know what? This shit is new, it's technology. And then you come up with hip hop. Now see, the first hip hop records were just like good times. We were just like kind of rapping over bands. And then Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin said, you know what? This music deserves its own fucking sound. Then we just said, fuck it. We went and we got some samples, some DJ scratching, played the record, and we got drum machines. And we played beats that nobody ever heard before. They were like very simple, and they were very fucking plain. And you know what? All those Prince motherfuckers, all those punk rock, all those hair bands, all those metal fucking bands said rap is gonna die. Who survived? We did, bitches. Number fucking 1 because we fucking took it over. We said, look, this is a new sound. That's what the fuck happened. So you gotta be thinking. You can't close your mind. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is faster than the computer. Because the way I see it, it's like technology is just catching the fuck up with me. Because I got all kinds of crazy shit thinking about. I'm like, how the fuck can I do this? How can I fuck, you know what I'm saying? How can I do this? And when I first started working with film, my first film I worked on was King of New York and The Bad Lieutenant. I would walk into the office when they were cutting the film. I was hired to do the score on it. I would see, it was like this little Asian woman in this dark room. She's like, cutting film up on the floor. She was cutting the film on the floor. That shit was hard. That shit was saying, it was like, and Abel was telling me because it was like, I was not a film composer. I'm gonna make you a film composer because you have that, you got something with you, boy, and I'm gonna hook you up. And it's like I had to be so fucking precise. And he didn't want me working with any other musicians. Because if you work with any other musicians, I'm telling you, they're gonna, because I was like in my early 20s. He was like, they're gonna try to take you over. I want you to work by yourself. So I had to do everything in precision. Then it went to the Advent, when I just show up with a fucking little tiny ass tape. It went to that, to tiny ass tape. Then, all I had to do was fucking burn a fucking goddamn CD. I swear to God. Then I would just like get my whole thing, burn a CD, send them a fucking CD. Then, now, I scored, you know what the fuck how I scored goddamn film? They fucking beam that shit from space to my house. I just write something, beam that, I'm serious, like you gotta think like that. Y'all motherfuckers don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It took months to write a fucking song. It took for a fucking film. Now it'll take seconds, minutes, because they could be anywhere in the world. But I miss going to London and all those fancy smashy places and shit, but they feed you caviar, that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if you have an idea right now, if you have a fucking idea right now, it's like, as far as technology, I fucking scored an Aquatine on my goddamn phone now. On my fucking phone. I can mix this shit. They down and there in Walt Disney Studios, and I'm just like, you know, bring that fader up, bring that fader down, bring that fader up. Because I'm thinking like that. I'm like, how, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't want to sit with a bunch of those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to sit home or whatever. But another thing changed, fucked me up. Am I up to 5 minutes?
School, yeah.
1 more minute? Moby. I did a fucking tour with fucking Moby. That son of a bitch, I turned around. None of his fucking instruments was plugged the fuck in. He was doing, I swear to God, he was doing some shit, and nobody knew what an iPod was. He was rolling this shit rolling his fucking set from his fucking iPod. The only thing that was plugged in was his